It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years. And our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And here we go from New Orleans. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Six-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. On the give, it's Miller. That play picks up about 6 yards as he stopped. And that is going to give the Saints a 1st down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
That's complete. It's a rookie from Georgia. And he's down as that play goes for 26 big ones. That's good for the 1st down.
26 yards. That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10.
We've set it down from 37. Hand off here for Miller. Has a lane inside the 25. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Saints 1st down. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus. You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
They go left side with Miller. And we find 6 big yards there after taking it back inside. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Even though we don't have mics in that huddle, I can imagine what's being said down there, Kate. It is keep feeding him. When you get positive yards and you start to run the ball and wear out your opponent, don't go away from it.
Look at this. Tight end getting a carry here. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
Smith able to put it through. And the opening drive, the game ends in 3 points.
All in all, Kate, we call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. On the return, here's Ray Davis. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Starting out trips right here, 1st and 10. Allen taking right to the air. Able to get it to Moore. And he's going to get about 3 here, almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
Brings up second.
Picked up a few on that first down play, so now we've got 2nd and 7. Allen looking to throw. This is a heater going deep. Risky throw, and the defender comes down with it. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Saints get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Offense in a hurry up here.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Running once more with Miller. He gets it ahead, lines up with about 3. Christian Benford up to make that stop.
Christian Benford on the stop. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. It's the Saints setting the pace so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They start out with a 3rd and 6. Shuck to throw. Oh, it's there, but he dropped it. A painful moment to break concentration. That forces 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Going on 4th, here's Shuck. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
They're tracking down finally as this play goes for about 20. And it'll be 1st down Buffalo.
1st down Buffalo.
Now Allen. Cut near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown Bills. Khalil Shakir. And Buffalo gets its first score. Pass is good on the extra point. And they jump ahead by 4.
Bills 7, Saints 3.
Bass now to kick this away. Set to return this. Trey Palmer. Jukes away from 1. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Shuck. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Working quickly here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30.
On 2nd down, Shuck. Taken in by Lance, right side. There's the stop, but 22 yards given up before it. That is going to be 1st down Saints.
That's good for a Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Coming left is Miller. He's off to the races. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Okay, you know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Charlie Smith on to try the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And lead now up to a field goal.
Saints 10, Bills 7. Charlie Smith to kick
Smith
off
has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. On return, here comes Davis. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. He can't pull this one in. That's incomplete. Second time he hasn't been able to bring in a catchable ball. Keep an eye on that. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Allen to throw. And he can't find a connection on 2nd down. That incompletion means it is 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Offense going audible this time. This is a designed run for Allen. Defense gets to him, makes the stop, but not before he gets 13 on that carry. That's enough for a 1st down. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. New set of downs for him. I'll start at the 38. Allen setting up to throw. And this one is launched downfield. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets home. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Dalton Kincaid goes in from 62. Going after from Bass, he's up and good.
Makes the score.
They jump ahead by 4.
Saints 10. Tyler Bass to kick
Bass
off
now to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And he doesn't get very far, just beyond the 5-yard line.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
Shuck looking to pass here. All the way left side. And he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. 1st down coming up.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Throwing, Chuck. Rushes right there as he releases it. And it goes nowhere near the target. Looking to avoid a sack there, Brock. It is 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Trying the right side with Miller. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, and they take him down for a loss. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
3rd and long for him here. Caught by his back. Kamara down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the 1st.
14 yards. That's good for a Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Shuck's going to throw here. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Geno Stone picks it off. And the Bills get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Throwing here, Allen. And he's not going to get a throwaway. The rush gets to him in time. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Going to need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Trying again following the sack. Allen buys time, rolling right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bills. Dalton Kincaid. Give him 2 now in this 2nd quarter. Bass on for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And the lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now.
Saints 10. Tyler
Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here's Palmer. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. Shuck. Finds a seam down the middle. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. 1 play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw, Shuck. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
Second down, here's Shuck. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that 1st down. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
1st and 10 at the
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Now Shuck to throw. He hits the deck after setting him up with 1st and goal. Whistles, and the offense just sneaks in that timeout, and they're going to get a chance to put up points as a result before halftime. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. Smith able to put it through. And our first half ends with 3 points. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Ty Johnson now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now a design run. It's Allen. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
2nd down. Here's Allen. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Caught at the 20-yard line, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Bass on for the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And the lead grows by 1.
Saints 13. Tyler Bass.
Bass now to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down quickly right inside his own 10.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
First and 10. It's Shuck. And down he goes. They get to him at the 3. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 3-yard line.
Shuck to throw. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Making the call himself. Oh, the football's loose. But I believe the Saints got this one back. Yep, someone landed on top of that one.
A gain of 15 yards. Brings up 4th down.
4th down, here's Shuck. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw. And he can't hang on. The catch was there for him, Brock, but his hands took that one off. So the incompletion means it's 2nd down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Center of the end zone finds his man. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dalton Kincaid. The 3rd time that he has brought in a score this week. His kick is good. For the moment, at least, we got a flag down on the field, Brock. I think they're going to get him, though, for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here's Palmer. Nice run back, but what a hit we had at the end of it.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32. Back to throw. Shuck. Rushes right there as he releases it. It goes nowhere near the target. Lucky to avoid a sack there, Brock. It is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Shuck working from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
A good presence there by the defense, containing that to the short field. Only 2 yards picked up. He is well away from the marker. It's 4th down. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Here's Miller. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the New Orleans Saints.
Charlie Smith to kick off for New Orleans.
With my partner Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go from the Superdome. This return will take him out past the 25-yard line. Decent field position as this game gets going. First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener.
At the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun, Richardson. Now, a deep shot for Allen. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
It's a turnover.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. Quick completion to start things out. And their first drive begins with a 1st down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. 8 yards
from the gun. It's shut. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And
sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal.
First down.
Miller. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Now, the extra point. He's got it. The Saints will take a 7-0 lead.
Saints 7, Colts nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Oh. And And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On first down, it's Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down. Richardson will give it to Taylor. To the 20. And he will score. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Spencer Schrader.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return is Trey Palmer. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. And a good run there. Will get him 5 yards. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. He's got it complete to Lance. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Saints first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing is Shuck. That's to his tight end, Juwan Johnson. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play.
2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. They've got it 2nd down and 2. A run here with Miller. He'll push forward for about a yard. Keem Davis Gaither there to make the stop.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down. And
try and run here with Miller. And he's going to have the Saints first down by about a yard. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Miller. He'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Jalen Carlisle is there on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
This will be a 2nd down and 6. Chuck. He will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
7-yard gain. That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. Comeback route, and he's got it. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
15 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Miller. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
At the 14-yard line.
He'll swing this out to Miller. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We're back to New Orleans. After this, it's third down, and here is Shuck. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third. You know, if it's 4th and 1, 4th and 2, you're at least entertaining the thought of going for it. But I think with what they were remaining left there, half winding down, I do think I'm okay with Garrett taking those points.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Richardson to throw it here on first down. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play. That's good for a Colts first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
He's got it!
Richardson's pass complete to Alex Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Schrader now for the extra point.
For the point after.
The kick is good. However, there is a penalty flag down. The defense might have gotten a head start.
Spencer Schrader,
the kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, Shuck. This is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. It is 2nd and 6. Throwing is Richardson. Open man, his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Moving outside the pocket. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On the give, this is Taylor. And he is upended. Boy, awkward-looking tackle. They take him down behind the line on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales.
Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half.
Spencer Schrader to kick off.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Shuck. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Pass intended for Johnson, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To the air is Shuck. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Shuck. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
To the air once more. Shuck. He's going to take a shot downfield. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Now Shuck on 3rd down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
He gets that one complete to his tight end, Delt. And he's going to have the Saints 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down. To the air again is Shuck. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Now another 1st and 10.
That's another Saints.
Throwing again, Shuck. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, New Orleans. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. No problem there on the extra point, and the Saints move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. The right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Now, a deep shot for Allen. And that is incomplete.
And you get a sense that in a really tight game like this, it's that one play that's going to tip the scales either way. So they come out swinging for the deep one on that one. They can't quite link up, but keep swinging. keep generating those chunk plays, because typically in the NFL, chunk plays equal points.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Richardson. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Shuck looking to throw on 1st down. Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. There to knock that one away. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Shuck. That's caught left side by Delp. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
The Saints, 1st down.
Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. It's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Again, working deep downfield. And this will be incomplete.
We see this so often. They call it sudden change. So they teach defenses, Mike. This is a little predictable here. They teach defenses, if we have to take the field following a turnover or some sort of sudden change situation, expect a deep play, expect a trick play. It's just the way offensive coordinators call plays immediately after taking over the possession. And in this case, the defense was ready for it and falls incomplete.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
That ball caught. One hand needed. What a catch. New set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
1st down, Indianapolis.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the 26
Out of shotgun, Richardson. Flush to his right. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Pete Werner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now a run to begin the 4th quarter on 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Miller. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Third and 5. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck, and that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Richardson. Open man downfield. It's Warren. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
23 yards. And the Colts first down.
On first down, it's Richardson. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Keenan Allen. Touchdown Colts. Trader now on for the extra point. The kick is good. However, there is a penalty flag down. The defense might have gotten a head start.
Spencer Schrader to kick off.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Miller. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete. Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. There to knock that one away.
8 yards to go.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late. Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Give them 19 yards as they get the fourth down conversion.
That's just a big-time play by this quarterback on fourth down. You can see he starts first look covered. Then he goes through his progression. There's nowhere to go with the ball. He can't throw it away, can't take a sack. He quickly decides to turn into a runner, use his legs to pick up the first down, and they're still alive.
All 3 timeouts left. How much that's going to matter remains to be seen. Here comes 1st and 10. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. 2nd down, 8 for the 1st down. They'll run. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
A loss of 2 yards.
And we are set for a great finish. Timeout, 2 seconds remaining in the game. So now, a big spot coming here. This to win the game. This kick is good. So this one, a win for the Saints. This one went all the way down to the wire. Late field goal with zeros on the clock seals the deal. As they come from behind, it may feel like they stole this one. They get the victory on the game's final play. So that'll just about First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the New Orleans Saints.
Charlie Smith to kick off for New Orleans.
Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go here in New Orleans. And he'll get this to the 24-yard line, and that's where the opening drive of the game will begin.
At their own 24-yard line.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Once again, it's Walker. Lots of space, past the 45. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of
17 yards, the gain there. And the Chiefs have a first down. They put Kelsey in motion. On first down, it's Mahomes. That is taken in left side by Thornton. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Saints' 44-yard line.
Motion man is Rice. Shotgun run now with Walker. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Devon Godchar there on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd
it's a
down.
gain of 6. First down, Chiefs.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10 at the Saints' 37-yard line.
In motion, that's Thornton. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Yards to go.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And it's a gain of 19 to the 19-yard line.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he's in! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Chiefs. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs 7, Saints nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas
So now
City.
it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Palmer now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, this is Kendre Miller. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, 7-0 is our score. More from New Orleans after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. As they've got it with 1st and 10. That's caught. It's the tight end, Oscar Delp. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a handoff, and Miller heading left. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 35, here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run it right here with Miller. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of 1.
He sniffed that one
It's
out
now
from the
3rd
jump. I
and
mean,
5.
once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
It's 3rd down, and here is Shuck. He'll try to run for it. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down. Offense rolling right along in this drive. Another 1st and 10. Now give to Miller running right. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8.
At the 18-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd
Clock
and 8.
ticking down, and we will hit the 2-minute warning. We're back to New Orleans. After this, they face 2nd down, 8 yards to go. They'll stay on the ground with Miller. And he'll look for somewhere to go, but the lanes are all closed up. He's going to wind up losing a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
That one caught Devon Vele. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. They'll go, and here's Shuck. He's driving for the goal line, will be stopped short, but has enough for the first down.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Miller is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the
They'll let their tight end run it, and he will get in. And they take the lead by 1 on top 8-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. That's complete left side to Worthy. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Right back to the air for Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Mahomes now to throw again. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Chiefs. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
And this will wind up being a touchback since the ball was kicked from the 50-yard line. Means the official's going to spot this one at the 20. Looking to throw on first down. Here's Shuck. That's to his tight end, Delp. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Shuck. He'll let this one go deep. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alohi Gilman.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made, no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be taken down as time runs out, and we've come to the end of the first half of play. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Shuck. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Alohi Gilman.
Intercepted by the Chiefs. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
They put Kelsey in motion. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get forward for a couple. Ryan Brzee there for the tackle.
Ryan Brzee on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Mahomes now on 2nd down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Hayden Ellis. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long. In motion, that's Thornton. 3rd and long for Mahomes. Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
23 yards.
QB will survey the defense on 1st and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get this complete to Walker. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
16 yards.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
From the pistol, here's Walker. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Patrick to throw. Forced out left. He's going to tuck it and go. And Mahomes going to protect himself here. He's going to slide and get down, and he's got that 1st down.
1st and goal, Kansas City.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. Here's Walker. And he's into the end zone yet again.
Touchdown,
Kenneth Walker.
Kansas City.
Touchdown, Chiefs. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And make it 3 touchdowns. Now, remember, he caught the one earlier. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
Saints 8. Harrison Butker to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Palmer now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On 1st down, Shuck. He'll let this go deep. That's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 34 yards.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Shuck looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught left side by Dallas. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Saints first.
Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Miller. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Miller. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run, and it's Miller. And he will score. Game on. Kendre Miller. Touchdown, Saints. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point, up and good. Saints are back within 6.
Saints 15. Charlie Smith.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Defense all over that one. They'll come up with a stop, and it's no gain.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. And we got a big 3rd down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with the conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Moving to his left. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On now is Ariza to punt it away. And this is going to be a beauty. Touchdown at the 2-yard line.
2-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Throwing again from his own end zone. Looking for the home run ball deep downfield. That is incomplete. Taking the shot there as we reach the 2-minute warning. Now, a big 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Exiting the pocket right. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go, and it is Shuck. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot. Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do you do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want...
And he will score again.